So here's the question. Everybody talking, because everybody now has the ability to talk in front of a camera, because cameras are in anything. You can get any fucking thing at all. Fucking pencil has a camera in it. A thumbtack has a fucking camera in it. Anything can be a camera these days. And cheaply. So you can pick up a cheap camera. It doesn't even need fucking, there it is. It doesn't need film. When cameras needed film, they had to be a bit bulkier, I guess. The film had to be a certain size. Physical material size. But now, with digital cameras, it has to do with the size of microchips. And physical size is practically no object anymore. That's hardly a consideration. A camera can be tiny, smaller than a button, small as a thumbtack or a pin. You can have a head of a pin, can have a fucking camera now, and probably does. I mean, even this, you can shop at, you can purchase things from a professional spy store, and the real truth of the matter is, these little tiny spy devices that you might fit inside of a pencil or a button or anything that seems fantastic is probably, compared to the actual forefront of real spies, real CIA or whatever the 007, whatever the spy organizations, the real serious spy organizations are, they're probably decades ahead of what's available to us. So they've probably seriously got spy cameras that are smaller than the head of a pin. The size of a hair, the width of a hair. The real true professional spies these days, their equipment is probably that much advanced that it's practically down to the width of a human hair. Is now what the so when it's at that stage, that's when you can buy, when you can purchase spy equipment that's a camera the size of a button. You can pretty well guess that the forefront of spy technology is probably down to the width of a hair for the same device. People have probably got spy wigs that film everything and record everything in just a wig where just a single hair can do all that. Who knows? Anyhow, the point is that anyone and everyone that now can record themselves and broadcast themselves. And it's all on YouTube, including the people who have been doing it since before the internet existed and since before digital video cameras existed. When the idea of even having a video camera or a movie camera was pretty much beyond the expectations of most of us. We thought, oh well, for movie stars and TV stars, those people have cameras, those people get recorded, but people like us, the best we can hope for is a home cassette audio recorder, which you would do what with? It wouldn't go to anybody. The best that you could do with a cassette audio tape would be that maybe one day if you sent it as a promo to some record company or some radio station, that you might either get hired as a radio announcer if you're very lucky, if they thought there was something special about your delivery, or somebody might make a recording, a record that might be sold in record stores. But now anybody can just lie in bed in your underwear talking to a camera, and instantly anybody anywhere in the world could see it. And we can watch these people who make professional careers professional careers where they make a good living off of selling their own cassettes and videos and books. What the fuck is it that anybody really has to get up on stage with a microphone in their hand, looking out at an audience full of 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 people, and start blah 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 at them for an hour and a half, and get them to applaud and say, "Oh yes, oh what he's saying is so great, so true. Oh, and it will inspire me to change my life." What the fuck is it that we really have to say that we really need to convey to other people? And that's the question. What is it if you knew that you were going to hear, if somebody said, okay, we're going to create this evening where people will come to this auditorium, 1,000 people or 5,000 people will buy tickets to come to this auditorium to listen to you talk for 2 hours or 3 or 4 hours, however long you want to talk. Well, if it's 2 hours, it's a talk or it's a performance. If it goes beyond 3 hours, it becomes a seminar. But if somebody said, well, here's your opportunity to get up on stage and be heard, and have people actually all sitting there watching you, listening to your words. And if you knew that you had this one opportunity, and that a week from now you would be dead, a week from now you're going to be dead, you've got a week to live, and in this week you're going to have this one opportunity to get up on stage for, let's say, 2-3 hours, and say whatever it is that you have to say to people. What exactly is it that you really have to say to the fucking world? What would I say in that situation, knowing that I have one opportunity to reach the whole world, to make this recording that, sure, I'll be dead in a week, but this recording will stay on YouTube, 2-hour recording, stay on YouTube, and people all around the world will be able to listen to it, and who knows, after you die, go viral. If people like what you say, if something about what you say hits a chord with people, strikes a chord with people, then although you'll be dead, that video may actually snowball into like. So suppose you know this. Suppose you were told that what you say, if you say the right thing, is going to be, or no, even not that, just whatever you say. If somebody's told you, here you have this opportunity, whatever you have to say on this recording is going, so here's like 3 wishes. Wish number 1, you get to record whatever you want to say to the whole world. Number 2, well, this isn't a wish, but this is 3 things. The 3 conditions. Condition number 1, you can say anything you want. It's going to be recorded, and it's going to be on YouTube, that the whole world can access it. Condition number 2, in a week, you have to do it now. In a week from now, you're going to be dead. But you have this opportunity right now, before you die, to reach the whole world with whatever you have to say. And condition number 3, whatever it is that you say is going to be phenomenal after you die. You're going to be dead in a week, but in 6 months, whatever it is you say is going to be something that 2 out of 3 people on the planet have watched, and everybody's talking about it. Even those people who haven't seen it or heard it have heard everybody talking about it. So it's almost as if it's just the same as if they had seen it, because everywhere you go, people are talking about whatever it is you said on your recording. What is it? What would you have to say? And since this recording keeps stopping and I keep losing it, and it's been 10 minutes, I'm just going to leave it at that. Just leave this one as just as a question, and maybe I'll try and start recording again and try to answer that question for myself. But that's the question. What would you say in that situation to the world if you had that one opportunity to speak to the whole wide world and know that it was going to be heard? What would you say? What would you want to say to the whole world? And it's not in a selfish way that, oh, well then I'm going to become wealthy because I'll become the world's best-selling such and such, because you're not going to be here to reap financial benefits from it. So it's just a matter of saying whatever it is you have to say to the world for its own sake, and not because you think it's going to make you rich, because it's not, because you're going to be dead in a week.